All right, welcome back to Top 5 Vinyl, where we show love to vinyl owners. Today I'm here with June. How's it going, man?
Well, all right. How about you?
Not too bad, not too bad. So
Yeah.
before we get started, I actually found you on YouTube, June's Music Corner. How long have
Yeah.
you had that page for? What is the purpose of your page? What's the focus of your page?
The page, maybe 2 years now,
Okay.
if that, maybe 2 years. And it was just to share,
Hmm.
share records, share music, and to connect with others. The same, like not a lot of people in my circle collect records. I got a lot of my friends were heavy into music. We all dabbled in music younger, and but it was just to share. My wife's grandmother, she gets on me. She's like, June, you got to share. You got to share.
Right.
And I was like, and I kind of thought, I was like, okay, well, maybe I'll try this YouTube thing.
Hmm.
And she wasn't necessarily speaking on share your records, but I keep a lot of stuff to myself.
Hmm.
So stepping out on the YouTube thing was kind of hard at first. And, as I did it, it gradually got easier. So just a way to share and to step out there.
Got you. I got you. I feel
Yeah.
you on that. I got it. Okay. So before we get started with this, everybody make sure to like, subscribe, tell your friends, all that cool YouTube stuff. I'm going to link your information at the bottom in the description so people can find you on the bottom of this page of this
All
video.
right. Appreciate
Um,
that.
oh yeah, of course. And with that being said, let me flip this a little bit. Is because I've seen your page before, your channel, and you have a lot of vinyl records, a lot behind
Okay.
you. I can see that. Is
Yeah.
there a vinyl record that you don't have that you want?
There's a few.
Okay.
There's a few. I'd say up there, I want a copy of Damian Marley's Welcome to Jamrock
Mm,
on vinyl, of course. They never reissued it, and if you want it, you gotta pay for it. And
mm,
and anybody that has it and is selling it, they want between $400 to $600 for it. And also an OG copy of Ghetto Boys We Can't Be Stopped from
mm.
'93.
Okay.
That in here. Um, I've got a bootleg of it, and I love it. It's one of my favorite albums, and I love that bootleg. But I wouldn't mind having an original copy of it.
Right. Okay.
Yeah,
Got you. Okay. And then do you remember the first vinyl record that you ever bought?
bought, yes. Now, first one I received. Like I had records for a long time, and like it never clicked. There was a guy I worked with who back in the day there was record pools for DJs,
Mm,
and they could go and get promo singles and stuff like that. So this guy, he gave me a crate full of records, which I still have. But when it came around and I decided like, okay, like I'm gonna step into vinyl. And
mhm.
because like I said, I went from CD to digital. And when I said, okay, like I'm gonna choose vinyl as my format, the first record I picked up was actually a picture disc of Purple Rain.
A picture disc. What,
Prince.
what does that mean? A picture disc?
Um uh let me see.
Like a picture disc, like it folds out?
No, I'll show you in a hold up.
Okay. Okay. I'm very curious. I'm very curious
All right.
what this is,
All
what
right.
it means.
This is a picture disc.
Oh, okay. I got you.
It's a
Okay.
literal picture on the disc.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. So
Nice. Nice.
it was the first record that I actually bought.
Okay. Okay.
Um, had I known then what I know now, I wouldn't have.
Hmm.
Because picture discs aren't of the best quality.
Hmm.
I did buy another copy of this a purple variant,
Hmm.
but they're not the best for the music. They look nice, and
Right.
if you want to frame it and you know put it on the wall is cool, but as far as the music quality, picture discs aren't the best.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. And so my first time playing it, of course, it wants to skip on Purple Rain.
Right.
Like,
Right.
so yeah, that was the
Okay.
first one I actually bought though.
Mm. Nice. Okay. Okay. Growing up, was there a record player in the house?
Yes, when I was young, my father, uh like many, the the tower stereos,
Hmm.
and he
Hmm.
had the record player. It was mainly gospel,
Okay.
all gospel. Yeah,
Okay. Nice. All right. And
yeah.
then you have a lot of vinyl records. Do you have a favorite store to go to buy vinyl records?
Well, um, no, record stores now are few and far between. They're not like back in the day when there was record stores everywhere.
Mm.
The closest record store to me is maybe a 30-40 minute ride.
Mm.
And I
Okay.
consider that my local record store because it's this the closest one to me. And if like record store day or something like that, that's where I'm going.
Mm.
And that is Gator Music in Sumter, South Carolina.
Okay.
But I do a lot of
Mm.
online buying.
Okay.
Yeah,
All
but
right.
when me and my wife when we travel though, I'm looking for the record store. So
Right.
anywhere we go, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna check out your store. So
Okay.
yeah.
All right. Cool.
But back in the day here in I'm from Columbia, South Carolina, and we had a record store called Manifest Disc and Tapes. And I know there was another one in Charlotte, North Carolina. My favorite store, man.
Mm.
And this was my CD days, but I could go in there for hours, man.
Mm.
Like drop me off at the record store, and,
Yeah.
I'll be here. So
I got you. I
yeah,
got you.
loved it.
All right, cool. And being that this is top five vinyl, June, can you show me your number five, the fifth album that you have in front of you?
All right. Now I told you picking five is super hard task.
Yeah.
And I still won't say this is my top five.
Okay.
This is a top five.
Okay. I respect
We'll
that.
go with that. All
I
right.
respect that.
All right. So first one we're going with
Mm.
Slick Rick.
Okay.
Great Adventures of Slick Rick.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
One of my favorite albums ever since childhood.
Yeah.
And to this day, I can put it on. There's no skips. I love it from beginning to end.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
If you had to choose favorite song on the album,
um ooh.
if you had to choose, you can tap out of the question.
No, a quick one we'll go with Mona Lisa.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
From the beat to the story.
Nice.
Yeah, love some Slick Rick, man.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, and this is a OG copy of this. Before I got this, I actually found a nice OG copy, but I might have put it up. I did have a reissue of this that I had first, and
Mm.
I found an OG copy, still in shrink with the original price sticker on it.
Mm.
So that was pretty cool.
Nice. All right,
Yeah.
cool. So that's your number five. Let's
Yeah,
go
that's number
ahead.
five.
Let's go ahead and take a look at your number four.
All right. One thing you didn't ask me that I've seen you ask other people.
Hmm.
Have I ever seen any of my five in concert?
Have you ever seen any of your five live?
I have. I've seen two.
Is Slick Rick one of them?
No, man. I
Okay.
wish. No.
Okay. Okay.
Slick Rick's one of my faves, though.
Let me know. Let me know which two they are.
All right.
Okay. Okay.
All right. Next up,
Yes. Ooh.
Outkast.
Okay. Okay.
Southern Playalistic, Cadillac Music.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, this was middle school.
Mm-hmm.
There was we had a lot of Southern rap acts, but when Outkast came out, it was our music. I'm South Carolina, that Georgia, we're right there, but this was our sound. This was our music, and what they were talking about, we were experiencing. So this one is dear. This one is dear to me. Love this album. Outkast is a classic duo
Mm-hmm.
off the top anyway.
Mm-hmm.
But this was the start, and love this album. No, I didn't get to see Cass
Hmm.
perform either. Maybe one day.
Yeah,
Maybe one
they came
day.
out swinging with that album, but it's funny because they had the song with Slick Rick on the Aquemini album.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Art of
Yeah.
storytelling.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
All right. Cool.
yeah. Love
That's your
that
number
album.
four. Let's go ahead and take a look at your number three.
All right. Number 3 is the dog,
Hmm. Mm-hmm.
DMX.
Mm-hmm.
It's dark and hell is hot.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
did get to see DMX.
Oh wow. Yeah, okay.
There's actually a video where I talk about going to this show because me and my cousin actually snuck in. So
Hmm.
yeah, there's a video on my page about this.
Where was the concert at?
It was at South Carolina State,
Okay.
at the university in their auditorium. This
Okay.
was I believe 98,
Mm-hmm.
97, 98. Yeah. But
Okay.
yeah, great show.
Mm-hmm.
RIP DMX.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And his album was his album changed the game, man.
Yeah.
Brought Def Jam back, and DMX was gritty. He wasn't on that shiny suit stuff, and
Mm-hmm.
he had a heart, and
Mm-hmm.
yeah, this album, I love this album.
Yeah. I think my
Yeah.
favorite song on the album is the last song, Started Something.
With Mason, all of them.
Yeah, I heard that for the first time, and the beat was just like caught me off guard. I
Yeah.
was like, "Ooh, this is different."
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Big Pun on his second album, he sampled X when X says what you came for, surgery with a chainsaw.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Pun sampled that for Leatherface.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, there's so many on this. I know everybody likes Rough Riders Anthem, but I was one of the people that I would get music early, not get it early, but I'll say I got a ear for good music.
Mm-hmm.
And I would feel like once the world got a hold of it, they would just run it in the ground. So like Rough Riders Anthem, I've heard 748 billion times. And even though it's not a skip song, I'll skip it.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
like Stop Being Greedy and ATF, like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, there was so many good songs on this album.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
RIP DMX.
R.I.P. DMX. Yeah. Wow, that was number three.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at your number two.
All right. Number 2, one with Dead Prez. Let's
Mm.
Get Free.
Okay.
Um, Iconic.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people, I won't say a lot of people don't like this album. A lot of people may not like this album. They like the first single, Hip Hop, which was big song, and also Chappelle's theme, the instrumental
Mm-hmm.
was Dave Chappelle's theme
Mm-hmm.
song. I didn't buy this album, and of course I didn't even have this on CD. There was a new record store. We had this mall on the other side of town, and these people opened this small record store right in the parking lot,
Mm.
and we just go in there to check them out. And they had this bin that was full of cassettes.
Mm.
Nobody was really buying cassettes, but they were like $1. They were really, really cheap. So I'm digging around in them, and this cassette was in there.
Mm.
So I bought it. This came out 99. That may have been 2000, 2001. And I still hadn't heard this whole album, only hip hop. And so I got that cassette, and it bugged me out because it wasn't a side 1 and a side 2. It was today and tomorrow. Like
Mm.
side 1 was today and side 2 was tomorrow,
Okay.
which was ill.
Mm-hmm.
But when I heard it, I was like, whoa, like nobody else was saying what they were saying. Nobody was bringing up the subjects or talking about anything they were talking about. So I'll say this album was like life changing,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, to this day, it's one of my favorite groups. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I did see Dead Prez in concert.
Okay, nice. Where was
Yeah,
that at? Excuse me.
that was downtown Columbia, which was crazy. It was at a Comic Con type of event.
Mm-hmm.
I think they called it ColaCon.
Mm.
And we got word that Dead Prez was performing,
Mm.
and we were kind of like
Mm-hmm.
at the comic book thing,
Mm-hmm.
but we were going. And
Mm.
so my cousin came down, and yeah, we actually greeted him coming in the door, and yeah, the show was live. I
Mm.
still think it was odd venue for them to play, but
Right, right.
it was dope. There's a guy from Columbia. I want to say his last name Jacob, Preach Jacobs, and he does a lot for the city. He deals with music, but he was responsible for
Mm,
bringing Dead Prez to Columbia.
mm,
And we had this monthly news. It might have been weekly, called the Free Times. It's this newspaper that came
mm,
out every week. And in one of the articles, he was like, he couldn't believe, like, I got the city to pay for Dead Prez to come,
mm. Wow.
which was super dope. And
Mm, mm,
yeah, so shout out Stickman and M1,
mm,
Dead
mm.
Prez.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah, so that's my number two.
Nice. That's your number two for the grand finale. What do we
All
have for
right.
number one?
My number one, I went with UGK's Riding
Mm,
Dirty.
okay. Okay.
For a long time, this was my soundtrack.
Mm, mm,
This was my soundtrack. In the Cadillac, me and the homies, and it was funky. Like, I don't think people, and they may understand how musically inclined like Pimp C was
mm,
with the beats. And to me, this album is the definition of like
mm,
Southern rap,
mm,
from the guitars to him singing, and the content. Like, he delves into a lot of stuff that like people go through, you
mm,
know.
mm,
So like, yeah, this was and is, this is my favorite UGK album
mm,
of all time. And yeah, so I picked this one as my number one
mm.
out of this top five.
Nice, nice. All right, cool.
Yeah.
Okay. So just real quick, behind you, what is the method for organization?
Before, I just recently alphabetized by genre.
Okay.
Before, it was genre by region.
Mm,
So I had Southern hip hop, up north, West Coast, and then like my R&B was, you had old school, then you have modern R&B, and then there's soundtracks, and but now everything is genre alphabetized.
gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
And just lastly, how many vinyls do you think you actually own?
According to Discogs, well, in Discogs, what I've got catalog, I'm pushing
Okay.
700.
Okay.
But like this corner here is not catalog, and I've got a crate that I keep in the other room that I call my need to be clean crate,
Mm-hmm.
where I've still got to clean them. They've never been played, so maybe 700,
Nice.
a
Okay.
little more.
All right.
Yeah,
All right, cool.
yeah.
All right. Well, I just want to appreciate you for your time. Thank you so much.
Thank you, man.
People who are interested to check out June's channel, it's June's, don't let me mess this up. June's
Music
Music
corner.
Corner. June's
Yeah,
Music Corner. He is
June's
a
music
YouTube.
corner.
Check him out. June's Music Corner. I will put his link at the bottom of this video so you guys can take a look. But really want to appreciate thank you for your time.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, man. We'll talk soon.
All right.
All right, man. Have a good one.
Peace.
Peace.